when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. If you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
What's happening with it? Another episode of Sauce TV. Your boy DJ Star just checking in, man. We in the beautiful city of Atlanta. Spring done finally then came after this bipolar ass weather. It's a lot of shit going on. Shout out to my homie Austin Leak So Stupid back with me. Yeah, man, my man been out here in these streets, man, you know, getting his comedy chops up, man. I went to go see him. Yeah, I went to go see him. You know, it was a room full of white people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But he did his thing, man. It was a dope experience, man, for real. You know, see my homie in his early stages of his.
Room full of white people.
Because it was.
I'm saying, you want them to know that specifically?
No, yeah.
White people.
Yeah, it was a room full of white people. No. Like, one thing about being a comedian, you got to be able to do all crowds.
Man, them fucking hotel people going to be like, you make black people laugh too, brother?
Yes. Same thing. But yeah, man, rest in peace to Rico Wade, man. He passed away over the weekend. I was been fortunate enough to have met him. And who else? Mr. C.
R.I.P. hip-hop legend.
Yeah.
Lived and died in this hip-hop shit. Very commendable to see. Well, not see. You know what I'm saying? It's always sad when legends pass, but, you know what I'm saying? Life is a cycle. But it is dope that we in the part of hip-hop where it's niggas that came into hip-hop as teenagers that, sad to say, they passing, but they dying in this hip-hop shit in their 50s and 60s. And I think that shit kind of dope that we finally... I just remember for the longest time, even, you know what I'm saying, being young, to be like, it's not a career, it's not a path to make money. Now we have people retiring, and they going on to the next, you know what I'm saying, to whatever's next after life. But at the core of that shit, those are two niggas that were able to feed their families off the back of hip hop. And in Rico's case, somebody that was able to start some shit in the city where shit wasn't as prominent, leave your legacy. His shit gonna live forever, dude. Outside the Dungeon family, Future.
Yep.
All of these kind of people that have been affected. I interviewed Gip. He spoke really, really highly of Organized Noise. So when you was growing up and shit, Organized Noise would have been them niggas, right?
Yep.
So I don't remember this, like, at all. So tell me, like, what it was like looking for their shit, like, listening to them and shit like that.
I first got on Organized Noise and Dungeon Family in itself through Outkast. Of course, seeing them on BET, of course, but I really started hearing their music through my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was a DJ, so like he was the one who put me up on Outkast, and that's why Andre 3000 is my favorite artist of all time. You know what I'm saying? And because he would play everything in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So like even when we was riding, he would play whatever. So just seeing that growth, because at the time it was like every time we saw them on something major, it was like, oh, there they go. Oh, there they go.
Like,
there they go.
They made it.
Yeah. You know, like when they was on Martin, when Andre 3000 said, I've got something to say at the Source Awards.
I just seen them at the awards.
Yeah. And them actually winning something.
Right.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just going back to those days, like, it was just amazing to see. And then, like, out of nowhere, it was like everybody knew who they was, because at the end of the day, I spent my childhood, you know, like when I wasn't in Atlanta, you know, I was in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Before that, we lived in Texas, you know what I'm saying? I lived in San Antonio for a year. Me and Greg Street had the same barber, you know what I'm saying? But like, still being immersed in all of that music, you know, so like even when I came back to Atlanta for good, it was like, damn, man, like they like stars, because like my family in North Carolina on my dad's side, they're all church people. My grandfather was a pastor, my grandma's a pastor, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying? So we real religious. But even my uncle, who would always be like, man, they need to stop cursing so much in their music and all this other stuff, he loved Outkast. And he understood why everybody else liked them, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a different type of star. You know what I mean?
I think that, like, the version of discovering artists like what you're talking about and attaching yourself to them through their career. Like, I'm sure if something happened to Andre 3000, you'll probably fucking drop down to your knees, some shit at the house.
Oh, yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, something happened to my favorite rapper, I'm going to be fucked up. I ain't going to lie to y'all.
Yeah, because you don't know what makes it so great. Like, people always ask you, you know, like, how do you remember this time and
Shit was
like you know what I'm
important,
saying or whatever. But I always tell people it's because I was living it.
Shit
You know what I'm
was
saying?
important, bro, at the time, nigga.
I was living. I've lived all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Like even though I wasn't in the game as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was just immersed in nothing but hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? And just music and sports and all of that. So I so I remember all of this vividly because I was there. And the thing is, like that's what makes the legends in the game so important because they created something to where we could live through it. We could live in it. You know what I'm saying? How many people actually do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole culture, you know, and shout out to my older brother, Chris. He's the one who told me about hip hop culture. I did not know that was even a thing.
So you weren't like watching like the beef DVDs and all that type of
Yes,
shit?
I did all of that.
Okay.
All of that, everything.
I did it later though. I did it late. Like I don't think I saw the first beef DVD till 2007 maybe when I was like 11 or some shit like that.
Okay, so that was like low key like the middle to back end of it.
Yeah, and I think I don't even think Beef did another. I think they might have did 2 more the DVDs before they stopped. But I was into that, and
then they turned it into a show though.
Yeah,
it was on BET.
It was on BET for a little while. They didn't keep the spirit of it like I wanted to.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, but like thing is like all those things. I was living in the moment. So like it wasn't like I didn't know about that, you know what I'm saying, until later. I knew about the Smack DVDs. Like people want to talk about mixtape Wheezy, I go back to Squad Up. When it was Squad Up. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I go back to that. So like all of that, like when 50 Cent was dropping mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? I remember that time, you know, even living in the South, I still was hearing those songs, you know what I'm saying?
Like, that's what I missed out on.
Yeah, bro.
I just wasn't. I was alive, obviously. I just wasn't. I probably was 6 when 50 Cent was dropping for real. Like when he was dropping on the mixtape, I was 6 years old. I'm not sweating that shit. I'm listening to anything that's popular, and what was popular is what he was talking about. Like anything Outkast with my cousins was playing. We was fucking with Nelly a little bit because Nelly was still technically the South to us, even though I guess it's
the Midwest.
You know what I'm saying? But we was fucking with it like it was the South. But what I think is really dead is just having your art. Because it happens so fast now. Like, you see it with 4 Bats.
Moments.
Yeah, like these kids,
these generations,
become such big deals in such a small amount of time that you don't really get to go. Like, when Thug first came out, I remember being like, damn, I really like this shit. This nigga is not going to be famous. And then another mixtape came out. And I was like, damn, bro, this shit, they might can play this on the radio, bro. And then the third joint came out. And I was in. I was like, bro, man, hopefully this nigga can get on TV or something. Yeah. Then he signed to Gucci and shit got dark for a little minute. Then he got away from Gucci. And then he drops with Birdman, and now I start seeing him on TV and shit. That shit, I was happy for this nigga like I grew up with this nigga. I was so happy to see this nigga perform Lifestyle on like the Hip Hop Awards or some shit. When I'm sitting in my dorm, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, I fuck with this dude, bro. Like, I want this nigga to be rich and famous. Yeah. And it's really crazy to feel like that about somebody you've never met, don't know. But that's what being a fan of somebody is. You see them, you see a little bit of, I could have like turned out differently, or something like that, and then, or however you attach yourself to an artist, and now you stuck with them. I think a lot of artists forget that that's like the most important thing you can have in a fan. Somebody that feels like they're attached to your. I grew up
to your music,
somebody that can be like, I remember when
the moments.
I remember when Young Thug sounded exactly like Lil Wayne. I remember when he started singing, and everybody was like, "What is this?" I remember when he started doing weird shit, and everybody was acting like they were gonna kick him out of hip hop, and a whole bunch of weird ass kids at home went, "Oh shit, you can do that!" And now you got a whole generation. Like seeing an artist affect a generation. I'm just talking about Thug, but when you see somebody like Outkast, you see a Hove, you see 50 Cent, you see niggas that shift the game.
Mixtape Wheezy.
I don't know how I just did that. You see how Wayne affects like mixtapes. You see how Drake can keep reinventing himself, however it's being done. You know what I'm saying? You just look at that shit and be like, bro, these are like the niggas. Like these are the people that you like. To be a Kanye fan in 2024 and you started in like 2001, that means you done seen ebbs and flows. You've seen you've gone up and down as much as anybody can go up and down. If you still attached to that dude, it's just because you're really appreciative of the story and you want to see how it is. That's how I feel about a lot of shit. I'm so invested. I'm in there watching Thug Case. Because I'm invested to see if this is the end of the story. And I think a lot of artists miss out on financial opportunities because they're not really invested in
long time
in selling the story. I think 50 Cent was one of the first people that was not first people, but I'll say on such a huge stage as having like a movie and soundtrack for the movie and shit like that, to be like, yo, my story is what people are attached to. Let's sell my fucking story. And I think a lot of these kids don't even try to do that shit no more. It's just, I'm a geeker. And
they don't have no story though.
Yo, I was at my barber crib and one of his kids, probably like 7, maybe 6, he talking to his older brother while he cut my hair, and he was like, man, I like Baby. He said, I like Baby Kid. I was like, oh, word, you like Baby Kid? All the kids like Baby Kid. That's dope. I've been hearing his name a lot. Yeah. Nigga said, yeah. He started looking down. He's like, he be fighting demons. I was like, damn. Me and his daddy just started laughing. It's like, damn, you believe that shit too. So it's give or take. Like, what they gonna attach themselves to? Because if that little nigga attaches himself to Baby Kid, that's hard to, you know what I'm saying? That's hard. Yeah,
but like, his Baby Kid, in my opinion, is like this generation's, like the younger generation's Waka Flocka. He has a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy.
I don't think he's a rapper.
Huh?
I don't think he's a rapper. So
what you think?
I think he's a rock star. I think kids now.
The hood, Travis Scott, you think?
I don't know about that, because Travis Scott producing all this other shit, I guess, which is why his fans champion him so much. Not me though. I don't like that shit like that. But but Baby Kid, we're talking about Baby Kid. I think Baby Kid a rock star. I think that in 2024, what are rock stars? Like, rock star supposed to be like some outlaw punk shit. Like, and by punk shit, I mean like some shit that goes against whatever the societal norms are. That's how them niggas got away with dressing like women in the 80s and doing all this androgynous shit while still being straight men and fucking all those girls, because the girls were, oh my God, he doesn't wear normal jeans. Like, that type of shit. So when you get a kid and he running around and like the traditional, when you see somebody that looks like him, you're not expecting him to start fucking yelling. But you definitely are not thinking, you're definitely not assuming that he's about to just scream murder at you. And that's just some anti-conformity shit to me. To me, he's selling like, all right, maybe whatever. Like, his name is Baby Kid. I'm assuming he was stealing fucking cars. So it's not like this dude was out here just murdering people, but he's a rock star. Like, he getting into his shit. His friends is all in on it. He's on stage just turning up, and the energy of the whole room just follows suit. Yeah. That's rock star shit to me. Okay. And I don't think he trying to, like, have you heard the nigga put words together? Like, in a rhyming pattern? Because I ain't never heard that.
Nah.
I don't think he a rapper. If he thought he was a rapper, I would judge him differently. But I think he thinks he is the beginning of some shit. And he might be.
Hey.
We've been talking
Rumble,
about
young man, rumble. I ain't even mad at it at the end of the day, because, like, just what you was talking about as far as, like, this younger generation not having that moment. Like, generations of mine and before me, we all call it that moment. And, like, we had moments in music, and now this younger generation really doesn't have that.
You know what you think the biggest moment in music was for you?
For me, I
can tell you mine off the top of my head.
Okay, mixtape Weezy, definitely. That was one of the biggest moments.
You got a specific tape that dropped that you was like, okay, this shit is different, and I don't want to listen to other rappers? Was it Gangsta Grills?
Yeah.
Because I remember that summer when everybody had the scrolling iPods, and all people was listening to was everywhere I went. It was Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne. With the drama drops, or who drama used to do his tapes with? Scream? I don't remember. Nah. But all you would hear was Cannon. That's all I heard for like a summer. I remember being like, damn, that's the same.
Yeah, well, Jeezy when he dropped Trap or Die, big moment in hip hop.
I remember
T.I. getting out of jail on work release, and then pulling up the birthday bash, and then performing after Little Flip got off stage, because they was in the middle of their beat. And this is a time where you don't have the internet like that.
Y'all crazy nigga, bro.
But here's the thing. That performance, they put that on mixtapes.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made that big.
Put it on the Beef DVD, nigga. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Flip was like trying to play it one way. That shit did not match up with what I was looking at.
Yeah, but that Beef DVD came so far after that shit.
Like a long time?
It was like years later.
I didn't know that.
It was like 2 years later.
Me,
like
I
2-3 years later.
Was happening
No,
that
that was the thing. That was the thing. A lot of that stuff wasn't just like, oh, it happened. Now we filmed it, and now we got a DVD.
Nah, put that out. Put that out. If I know for a fact this nigga lying, put it out.
Nah. It wasn't like that. But T.I. did a whole Gangsta Grills dissing Lil Flip.
I remember. Man.
Yes.
I got this shit on my phone.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this on Spotify.
Actually. Yeah. Major moments in music, and even during my college years when you had Travis Scott, Travis Porter, and you had Roscoe Dash. When K-Camp took off, when Michael Montana took off, when he had his thing with Crime Mob, Waka Flocka, Gucci went on a crazy fucking run. Gucci had a real moment in music. He did until he went to jail.
What's your Gucci moment in music?
My big
was it the first moment when he ended up having
the shooting? Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was no. Before that, I'll go before that when Jeezy dropped that diss record, Stay Strapped, and he put that bounty on that So Icy chain. That was big before that happened. Because
how stupid I was, bro. I heard that in elementary school. My older cousin was playing it. And I remember him and his friends, and I remember being like, y'all think he's serious? I had no idea.
No. Niggas took that shit serious.
I was like, why would somebody?
No, niggas took that shit serious. No.
Took that shit to heart. I was like,
no. The reason why niggas took that shit serious is because, like, especially back then, like, you couldn't just play around with niggas like that. You couldn't.
Bro.
Yeah, I know. And you still couldn't do that. You couldn't play around with nobody. So when somebody say that, we took that serious. And and then boom, that situation happened, and we was like, damn.
That was the first time I had heard about a rapper killing somebody.
Bro,
I think that was because this is 06. I'm like 10. I'm like, bro, rappers. This is in the thick of everybody saying that. Right? Remember, I always talk about this. Rappers are liars.
Yeah,
so I was a little kid at the time.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, these niggas is lying.
Yes,
man, this nigga killed that nigga. I was like, oh wow.
Yes,
these niggas aren't playing with each other. But staying on track. Moments in hip hop.
Yeah.
So like, all right. So even the more what's the big Chief keep dropping. Huge,
Benito,
No.
Yeah. Don't like.
When the don't like shit happened, nigga, shit changed, bro. Like, I can't explain it like, if you weren't 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old when all this shit was happening, it's hard to explain.
I was in my early 20s. I was like 22, 23.
Bro. I remember going to party. This is right when the high school was kicking off. And you going to parties and shit, niggas getting their ass beat to songs. I had never seen that shit before because I'm going to parties like he was just talking about. What he was just talking about with Michael Montana, K-Camp, and all them niggas making that party music, turn up shit, that's middle school for me. So I'm hearing all that shit. We going to parties, girls is dancing, but right around the time nigga get in high school, but that Chief Keef drop. And everybody around me figured out that they didn't need money to shoot music videos. That was the one big thing that came out. I mean, a ton of shit happened because of that song. But the biggest thing that changed about music from that one nigga, that nigga showed everybody you don't need no fucking money to make no music video. You get 40 of your niggas, everybody got guns, and y'all jump up and down on camera and move to the song, and you can go do 20 million.
And niggas still replicate that to this day.
Niggas still do it to this day.
The same shit.
The exact same shit. We are 14 years removed from this, and everybody from a 20-year-old to a nigga that's 40 years old trying to rap. They all emulate what a 16-year-old was doing in 2010. And when you look at another big thing was being in Atlanta and seeing like the new Atlanta shit pop off with what's his name, Fat Man Key. With Key was A&R and some shit in the mid 2010s. Man, I give it to him. He was real early on 21 Savage. He was really influential when it came to Ray Shrummer. I don't know why I'm blanking on that group that they were in, 24 or something like that.
29.
29. I don't know why I was blanking.
Shout out to the Edgewood days. What you read?
That 29 and all of that stuff. To me, that was a moment in Atlanta culture because a lot of people, when Yachty and them was a part of that, and it, honestly, not that he was tied in with it, but Playboy Cardi comes from that same era, going downtown, mixing it up with them, linking up. Like we've had a whole bunch of moments just in Atlanta in the past 15 years. Like, that's why I feel like we're the epicenter of music. At least right now, we're still the epicenter. I thought Detroit had a chance, but it seemed like they're slowing down a little bit when it comes to putting out newer artists. I still like that V's album though. But yeah, we I don't think I think that like the kids now don't necessarily lack moments. What they lack is sustainability. You need sustainability.
Longevity,
you need sustainability to really grip fans, bro. Like I want to see you get better. Like the Ice Spice girl. Like I'm really confused on how she sells so well because it don't seem like she's done anything different since she came out.
No.
And she's not really changed as an artist, tried different songs. But her fan base like her. So cool, do what you do, make your money, run it up. You know what I'm saying? All power to you. But that shit used to not work. Like not changing over time and shit like she been famous 2 years now. If you think about it, it's not a couple months. She's almost been famous for 2 years.
But do you really want to say she's famous?
Yeah, she's famous.
Or she
just
just popping?
Taylor Swift. She did a song with Taylor Swift. She's famous.
Okay.
She did a song with Taylor Swift. She is famous. She goes to all of these fashion houses and shit, and they fly her out. She's famous. I'll give it to her. But as an artist, she's the same person that they discovered, and I don't really understand that. I don't understand how that's possible, and I don't understand how the consumers are. I don't want to say allowing it, but just not pushing back on it, I would say. Like, people push back on the baby. When the baby wouldn't change, and he kept doing the same flow.
Yeah.
Now, I was by myself originally. Everybody was acting like I was crazy. But over the years, people came to my side and was like, hey, this shit is ass. This, like, all right, bro, cool. You can rap. You can do the triple time. Cool.
So what you think about his latest freestyle, though?
I saw that. It sounded the same. I don't understand what the niggas was saying. It was cool. No, it wasn't. It was the same.
Nah, listen, the first part of the freestyle, he was rapping on beat. He wasn't rapping in that cadence that you talking about.
Bro, what about the rest of it?
Yeah, the rest of it, okay, yeah, he went back to it, and I noticed that too.
Oh, cool. You rich, bro. Be rich. Just stop. You don't have to rap, bro. You don't have to rap. He beat a murder. He what? You don't gotta do that shit.
Bro.
You beat a body, you got millions. I don't know how much this nigga got. You got enough to take care of your family forever. Fuck it. Y'all niggas don't be these niggas didn't become rappers to be the best rappers of all time no more.
Unfortunately, that is the case.
You are rich, my man. Fuck this shit. Please, you know what I'm saying? Austin McCall here in Atlanta. Please, for me. Just be rich. You don't gotta do this shit no more. I'm straight. Everybody's straight. But yeah, bro, shit like that.
And I need you to pass that same message along to these niggas who be trying to still be rappers and they suck too.
I don't even play like that, bro. I think if you think about it, however old 2 Chainz was when Duffel Bag Boy dropped or whatever, or not Duffel Bag Boy, when he became Titty Boy. I mean, when he became 2
Chainz. Yeah.
However old that nigga is, cut off. That's the cutoff. I don't want nobody else past that age trying to become a rapper. I think he was in his like 32, 33, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the
he
cutoff.
He was in his 30s.
That is the cutoff. If you are over the age of 33 and you are attempting to become a rapper, you should not do that. You should drive trucks or some shit. I don't know. But that shit is not fruitful. You're not going to make no money. It's hard, bro.
Hey, man, Griselda, all them niggas was over 30 when they popped. At the end of the day.
I mean, was Benny really over 30 when they first came out?
When they popped.
My niggas personally, this is just me personally, I got one of my closest partners was definitely telling us to listen to Griselda in 2016. Did not want to hear that shit.
I was listening to Griselda like what? I was listening to Griselda like 2014.
Okay.
2014.
So I didn't want to hear that shit. But Benny couldn't have been over 30 in 2014. Now, them other niggas is older than him.
All the niggas is in their 30s.
But Benny the one that really goddamn popped, though, to bring the eyes to Griselda before the rest of them started doing their things. It's hard, bro.
Nah. Benny popped on the commercial side more. Like, as far as, like, being able to get radio play and shit like that. Benny popped on that side. But I'm honestly say, I really do think Westside Gunn is still the biggest out of that whole squad. I do.
He gets the art house invites. When they come down to the 40.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And the only thing Westside Gunn got to do is just get on the track. Boo, 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 boo. He do that shit. And, hey, that's all he got to do. And have another nigga goddamn rap on it while he's just talking shit on the record. And the shit still go. Conway is like the best lyricist out of the whole three, in my opinion.
I heard some songs before he got shot that was hard as fuck. He's still hard, even with the slur. But, like, hearing him clear is like, damn, this nigga could have been, like, in the I'm one of the best rappers alive conversation. Like, I'm sure he got different health issues too and shit from that probably hold him back from doing everything he want to do. But that nigga is not to be played with.
Exactly.
He is not to be played with.
Exactly. But like, here's the thing: you gotta be realistic about your shit. That's all I gotta say. But a lot of you motherfuckers is trash. Okay, shit.
Bro, I be in the studio all the time, bro. People buy time and they make some shit that ain't never going to be put nowhere. But you just let them buy the time.
Nah, bro, because it's a hobby. That's the thing. It's really a hobby for these niggas. It's a hobby for them. They just hoping that it pop, but they really ain't.
It's a hobby for them, or it's just a hobby in general. But somebody was just talking about that on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I just saw somebody say that your friend, people that make music always get upset and say that their friends don't support them fully. But do you support your friends' hobbies? And I was like, well, damn, that's a great point.
That's a fact.
No,
that shit's just a hobby.
It's just something you doing until you start getting paid for it. It's basically like you being in the men's basketball league.
Facts.
Except you spending fucking money and not spending time with your kids.
Facts. Nah. They take their kids to the studio too.
Oh my God, bro. Can I talk about that? I hate that shit. Yo, if you can't find somewhere for your fucking kids, don't book the studio time. It does not make sense to bring your fucking kids in the studio where a bunch of people are smoking weed and doing other fucking drugs, bro. That shit kills me, bro.
And they got guns on
that shit kills me, bro. To be in the studio, bro, and be like, damn, bro. Yeah, we finna bring my son in here. Oh, where? How your son is? Oh, he 5. What? Like, nigga, you dead ass? Yeah. We just gonna tell him we vaping while we smoking.
A nigga said that to you for real?
Bro, I watched the nigga tell his kid that they were vaping in the room and he needed to go to the other room. And his kid looked like he was about 7. And I was like, is he stupid? But then I was like, wait, if they always lie to him, he's not stupid. He just fucking getting lied to all the time and believes that this is what vaping is. And then it hit me that he was saying that shit. And I was like, bro, why even bring the nigga in here?
Facts.
You brought this nigga in here so you can smoke while you make music, and then you just gonna look him in the face and lie to him so he don't know you doing drugs in front of him? Like, bro, how does this shit make sense? But that's normal studio culture, bro. Normal studio culture. Niggas just pull up with their kids sometimes.
Hey, bro. That's exactly why I don't even be hanging out in no areas, man. And then some of y'all be up in there with full Dracos as if y'all finna go to war. Y'all working or not, which is exactly what I say. That shit is just a hobby. But I digress, all right? Shit. I mean, we've been talking about all this hip-hop shit and all this rapper shit. Let's get to the main event, though. So, the Big 3. A little bit of smoke going on over there.
All right.
I mean, like that. Shout out to Future and Metro, man.
Cool.
We don't trust you. We still don't trust you. Now they got the tour coming. Like that. Off We Don't Trust You.
Future probably not gonna drop nothing for the next couple of years. I don't know if I like that, but all right. What? He's not gonna drop for the next couple of years.
Hey, probably not.
He don't really do. I'm not gonna give y'all 4 albums in 2 years.
Yeah.
So probably go without Future for a little while. But you like that?
Yes. Absolutely.
I like that too. It's cool.
So,
it's cute.
So what are your thoughts on what Kendrick said?
Okay, he said, "Fuck the Big 3, it's Big Me." I think that was cute. That's what I think of that. I think that is a cute thing. Kendrick get a lot of points for addressing people directly, more than like saying something dope about them. I think. I don't think any of the times he's ever dissed anybody, he really said something crazy.
No, he didn't.
What he will say is their name, and a lot of people start running around with their fucking heads on fire if somebody says somebody's name. I don't really look for that in diss records, though. I like the whole Drake school of dissing niggas. If you know, you know.
Facts.
And I like that. And
Facts.
I like figuring out what this nigga supposed to know. So I'm cool with that. But just calling somebody's name out don't make some shit hard to me. I think that song was fire, though. And I think his verse good. But the actual diss part of it, cool, I guess. While I'm saying that, I like Control because it had been so long since somebody had been directed at it.
Exactly.
But now I know that's what you do. So now I'm just, okay, can you say something dope, my lyrical assassin? Can you know what I'm saying?
He did that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, after Big 3 is Big Me, nigga bum.
Nah, but even as he continue, you know what I'm saying, for all my dogs getting buried, you're going to see Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's being also direct again. Like again, like, here's the thing, like when he's getting direct, like, that's really, like, hip-hop-ish. You know what I'm saying?
I know, and that's why I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I want, like, the things that people take away from him, like, finally stepping out there is, damn, Kendrick said some dope shit. Not just he said a nigga name. And I think from everything I can tell, He done had a diss record recorded for years and never dropped it. I want to know why. I want to know that. He don't talk to nobody, so don't nobody get to question him on shit. Why do you have a Drake record that you've been planning to diss him on and don't drop it for years?
Nah, I don't think that. I think Kendrick is too good to be doing that because Kendrick can just get some shit done. And I think that's what that was in that moment. I don't think that he just be stockpiling the shit. Because you ain't got to stockpile no record if you got that shit in your head. If you already know when it's time to let this shit go off, that's it. That's just like if you
don't drop music,
if you got a full clip, you already know when you can buy that bitch off.
When you don't drop no music, though, and you want to create a buzz for yourself, it matters. So you don't just drop whenever. It's hard to just drop when you ain't dropped in 3 years. And it's a diss record to a nigga. You don't just do that. Nobody does that.
But he didn't just drop. He was on somebody else's
I'm not
record.
talking about this. I'm talking about if he has everything I done heard Drake say alludes to, bro, we been, even when he, in his shit, when he said, yo, this is not about that verse, nigga, this been brewing. He goes to academics and said, yo, tell him to drop the diss he's had for years. Like, when these people are saying these things, it just makes me believe it. It's hard for me to look at the situation and be like, yeah, this is out of nowhere. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy with where like rap is, like that these niggas is doing it. Did not like that J. Cole shit. Thought that shit was weak sauce. I thought he was lying. I think that's my problem with you conscious niggas. These niggas, y'all niggas be lying, bro.
What was he lying about?
Bro, all that I couldn't sleep, it weighed on my conscience. Shut the fuck up. You put the diss out, it didn't get the reaction you thought. It didn't. That's all it was, bro.
Nah, but
it didn't get the reaction he thought it was, bro. If that shit goes off like back to back or some shit like that, he would have fucking did it at Dreamfest. He would have did the song. I don't want to hear no shit like that, bro. You get on stage in front of all your fucking fans, and they love you, so they're not gonna boo when you say some nut ass shit. But you get up there in front of all your fans and say that you couldn't fucking. This nigga not trying to kill you, nigga. You not trying to kill him. Y'all niggas is throwing words back and forth. You can't throw words back and forth after a decade of telling us you the hardest nigga out? Come on, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm going to be honest, bro. And I'm for people being mature.
Hey, you said it right there, man, because that's actually what I was feeling too. I mean, like, it took till maybe yesterday. I was thinking about it randomly because up until that point, I was like, yo, that shit was work. I mean, that shit was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do some shit like that? But yesterday, it kind of hit me like, maybe somewhere inside he did feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care neither. I don't care neither. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, I think he maybe reflecting was like, damn, you know what? I did say that like he had some classic work, but it was all trash, and I was like,
dog, the nigga said you was. All he said in the verse was the nigga was sorry. He called him sorry. He alluded to him not being the person that everybody thought he was. That was the whole record. What in that had you up at night, nigga? You done said worse shit than that about people we don't know. I'm not for, bruh, I'm telling you, conscious niggas, bro. They get on, they do shit, and then they get to, this just wasn't in my spirit. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. It wasn't your spirit. That's why you wrote the fucking song in 7 minutes.
Okay. Look, I get what you're saying.
He wrote the song in 7 minutes, but he's fucked up. Get the fuck out of my face with that
shit. Get what you're saying. Like, fully, I understand that part because I ain't like that shit neither. But, it is what it is now. You know what I'm saying? But, here's the thing. Okay, Drake, he dropped his, you know what I'm saying? Give me 50. Drop it, give me 50.
It was a lot.
What you think about that?
It was a lot there.
Yeah, it was a lot there because he addressed multiple people.
But it was a jab. Just like I was saying the Kendrick shit was, the Drake shit, Now, I will say the Drake shit, way more lyrical. And that's not to say that he's a better rapper or whatever. It's so much shit and all the little shit Drake was saying. He good at that. You know what I'm saying? Always respect Drake. That's why I don't get involved in the Drake pen questions or the Drake lyricism questions. He can always do that. Even the title of the song is a bar. The title of the song is Drop and Give Me 50. Y'all niggas think he talking about push-ups? No, nigga. Give me half of your publishing. He talking about top. Drop and give me 50, nigga. Drop that bullshit and give me 50%. That's a bar just in the title. So I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with where this could go. But is the song back to back? No, it's not that. Is it charged up? It's a little better than charged up. I listened to Charged Up recently. Terrible. I don't remember it being that bad. I don't remember. I thought I liked Charged Up. I was listening to that shit in the car. I was like, what the fuck? Charged Up? He didn't really say anything about Meek that was crazy. He was just like, honestly, it was a warning. It was a warning, it seemed like. Just like this seems like it's a warning. But see, that's why I'm judging it like, this seemed like a warning too, but this nigga was getting up on his ass in the warning.
Okay, so it's a warning, but do you really think Drake can beat Kendrick?
Yeah, I think he can beat Kendrick.
Get the fuck out.
I don't know what the fuck you getting the fuck out about. He could definitely get Kendrick. Are you serious?
He can smoke Kendrick.
What? What about Kendrick make you think that he can? Kendrick's not a fuking battle rapper. Kendrick's not a battle rapper. Where are all
So
these
you're
battles?
telling me, dog,
Yeah.
Kendrick, dog, you can't tell. Listen, Drake is different.
Okay.
Kendrick is different.
What
talking
have you
about
seen Kendrick do that makes you say this?
Oh my God, you've never listened to fucking Section 80?
I have.
You listen to Good Kid, Mad City?
That's not what I'm talking about. That's making an album. What have you seen Kendrick do to make you think that he can win a rap battle?
What?
Who have you seen him go back and forth with?
Ain't nobody trying to get that smoke with him. What you talking about?
Get that smoke with Big Crit responded to him on Control. You remember that? Lupe did too. He didn't respond to them.
What are you talking about?
Respond.
Crit barely even said anything.
Crit did a whole song.
Talking about that Control verse that he ain't really dissed me on. He also said that shit.
He did. All right, cool. But my point is, Kendrick ain't never been in this position for the way people are treating it. You've never seen this. You've never seen him do anything to make you think that he can go back and forth with an artist and end up on top, other than the fact that you know he put words together well. That nigga put words together well. So, all right, they both can do that.
Okay.
Except the other nigga you've seen. You done seen him go back and forth.
Yeah,
I've seen him go against a nigga I was sure was going to clean his plate when he went at Meek. I mean, when Meek went at him, I was sure he was finna lose to Meek. Because at the time, niggas forget, what? Do you remember what Meek was in 2015?
I do.
Dreams and Nightmares? I mean, not Dreams and Nightmares. Dreams, Money Can Buy It just came out. Bro, Meek was one of the 3 hottest artists on the planet. And on top of that, everybody already knew he could spit. And the nigga was a battle rapper. I thought he was finna clean this nigga up. Why would I think Drake could beat this nigga when at the time Drake was dropping Energy and shit like that? I'ma die, I'm a legend. That's what Drake was doing in the middle of that beef. Yeah. So why would I think the battle rapper from Philly is finna lose from the hit maker in Toronto? Oh, he played chess with this nigga. And then he got him up out of there. And I was like, okay, I got it. Never gonna do that again. Beefs with Pusha T. He gets into that shit with Pusha T. For some reason, he changed it up. He didn't do the shit he did with me. He decided I'm a rap my ass off because everybody's saying all right and shit like that, and drop that Duppy shit. And didn't nobody give a fuck about that Duppy shit. And I think that nigga sat back and was like, never doing that again. Never just gonna hop out and try to be Mr. Lyrical Miracle to win a beef when what really wins beefs is what Pusha T did, which is, hey, this nigga got a baby with a porn star. Hey, are y'all gonna look at that? Hey, this nigga dresses up in blackface. I think he hate himself. That's what won that nigga to beef. And when you look at it, when you think about it, what won him to beef against me? This broke ass nigga is on his girl tour. Yeah. This nigga arguing with a singer. This nigga a gangster, but he be tweeting. That won him to beef. So all right, if that's how the public deems shit. Honestly, if you look back at like shit, even the Summer Jam screen
against
shit,
each other.
Who?
That's all that is. Is like it's like they're exposing shit, but they also just like turn like the shit against you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's kind of like Cyrano de Bergerac or some shit. Like, I don't know if you know Shakespeare, but anyways.
No, I don't. But go.
But anyways, like basically, the only thing he's doing is holding up a fucking mirror. Like, yo, this is you, nigga.
Oh,
that's what all the niggas did.
Yeah.
I'm holding up a mirror.
Yeah.
This is who the fuck you are, brother. But you got a problem with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think they thing with Kendrick, Cole included, which is why he said what the fuck he said on his song, was that they don't think Kendrick is genuine. This whole black Israelite, I'm like push-ups in the park, they think that's a crafted thing. Now, I'm not the person to say if that's true or not, but that's the narrative they seem that they're going to push. And it seemed like Drake knows something that we, the regular public, don't know. It seems from the way he was talking on his songs, he understands the intricacies of what happened with Kendrick and TDE that Kendrick, for some reason, ain't never spoke on, and that Top ain't never spoke on. It seemed to me like he was pointing out that Cole was looking for peace. And what Drake discovered when Cole was looking for peace is Kendrick on his own. So he was like, oh, well, bet if this nigga just out here bothering me and he's on his own with no backing, let's do it. And I don't think you can win that. If that's true, you're not going to win. I don't believe you'll win. Maybe his fans will dig their heels in and shit like that. But I've never seen Kendrick battle tested. The light-skinned nigga from Canada is battle tested. I hate to say it. I seen the nigga go to war with niggas. Seen him win. All these niggas coming out at the same time to diss Drake lends itself, honestly, to me thinking some music industry shit is happening.
It is.
So that's like, I don't even really care to, so I'm not even going, I'm not in the music industry enough to understand exactly what's going on with that. So I'm not even finna play around with that shit. That's all them niggas found something out about something going on with Drake, whether it be business, personal, whatever the fuck, and they decided they don't fuck with him. Cool. That ain't enough. I'm a fan, nigga. I fuck with all y'all niggas. So keep making y'all music and going back and forth. But do I think Kendrick is gonna get the boy? No, I don't think he's gonna get him up out of here. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much invested into Drake. It's too much. I
don't think he's gonna like get him up out of here. Like how? Like what? Fuck his career?
I don't think. First of all, I don't think that happens no more. I don't think that'll ever happen to nobody again. I think if you get beat in a rap battle, your fans. The internet crazy, bro. Yeah. Tekashi still got fans, nigga. Yeah. If Tekashi's situation happens in the mid 2000s, I think he would have just moved on into hiding or something. But because you can still exist because of the internet, all you got to do is go to where your fans are. So you'll never be killed again. What I'm talking about is doing the unthinkable, which is impeaching this nigga from that top spot, because he been in that top spot since about 2011, and rightfully so. And that's 13 years ago.
And rightfully so. But hold up. Here's the thing: the difference between like the reason why Drake I ain't gonna say easily got that spot, but all things considered, Kendrick was just always quiet. He was just, I'm gonna just do my shit. I'm doing my shit.
You made a mistake. I'm doing
my shit. But no. But that's the thing though. Kendrick moves like that.
J. Cole did the same thing. It was a mistake.
J. Cole moves like that though.
It was a mistake.
Okay. It's not a mistake if you still winning off of it. J. Cole has a festival that be packed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For years on end. Annual festivals. Okay. It was packed from the first year he did it, basically.
That's true.
Okay,
true.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Had the festival earlier, maybe.
Prime example, Kendrick. Kendrick don't do no interviews. And Kendrick can real life just drop out of nowhere and still do crazy fucking numbers. Yeah. Drake type numbers.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not maybe. Does.
What did his last album do? Because I thought it was a dud.
Last album wasn't all that, but like first week streaming numbers, that shit was still high, up there.
It was still 6 figures, I think.
Yeah, it was still up there.
It didn't stay.
Yeah, it didn't stay up there. That's the only thing. But that was the only album that had that.
Talking about moments.
But that was the only album that had happened like that. But at the end of the day, like he's only in that top spot because they weren't going for that. Drake wanted that.
Right.
I ain't mad at it.
So look, if I wanted
I'm not mad at it.
If you niggas if you cool ass flower gazing niggas was like, cool, I don't want the top spot and all the stress and the glitz and the glamour, shut the fuck up. But if that's true, shut the fuck up.
But not only that, everybody wanted Drake to have that too though. What you talking about?
Everybody didn't want Drake to have that. Drake wanted himself to have that, and the people supporting him wanted that shit to happen, like Birdman, Jay Prince, Wayne, all them niggas. Yeah, they wanted that shit to happen. Of course, that's their fucking artist. But the rest of the music game, people were poking holes in Drake from the time I heard him.
I know, and he kept going, but he kept going. And you want to know the same people who was talking about him? Exactly.
Yeah, they do songs with him.
Exactly.
Now. So that's my point. You niggas, if you niggas wanted the crown, honestly, don't nobody want to say what it really is. No, the crown of who runs hip hop. But this is really what the problem is. You niggas didn't think it would last this long. That's what's going on. Not you. I'm just saying the niggas at home that are watching this, the niggas that you talking about with Kendrick and them, like, oh, I didn't want that spot. I think they were cool because they didn't think they were on that level at the time. You got to think when J. Cole came, what was his shit?
The Sideline Story.
Nah, another Sideline Story. What was his song, his single that he used to perform everywhere at first? I used to hate it.
What, Workout?
Nah, before Workout. You better. I wish I could remember that shit. But it was like his first. It was like one of his first big songs, and he was performing and shit. I remember he would be on stage like a beat.
All I Want Is You.
Nah. I'll watch it when we done.
No. That ain't it. That's Miguel's record.
Yeah, but it's at the time, Cole in 2012, 2013, Cole couldn't really say he was the hottest artist in rap, even though he was blowing. He had been blowing up since 2009. He was on a Hove album in 09. You know what I'm saying? He was on the Blueprint 3. So he was already on the trajectory. Kendrick was on Take Care. He definitely couldn't say he was the best rapper in the world. He couldn't say, I mean, not best rapper in the world, biggest artist in the world. He definitely couldn't say he was the top artist in hip hop. He was on the nigga album, and people didn't know who he was. I knew who he was because I heard Section 80. But a lot of people didn't know who he was. Until Drake took him on tour. How do you claim to be the biggest star at that time? You can't. But over time, they get better and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they get to the point where they like, I want to be called the biggest artist in hip hop. I am the biggest thing in hip hop. And he's still there. And it's more hits. More hits. And especially when you find out he's not making his hits the same way you are. You find out he got writers and shit. You find out he getting verses laid and then going down and copying them. Hell yeah, you start hating.
Okay, but here's something else like I think you're also missing. People who are fans of Drake are also fans of J. Cole.
And Kendrick.
And they're also fans of Kendrick.
Yeah,
so
me too.
So like it wasn't like it was just some hating type shit going on.
You saying that we overlapping?
Huh?
You saying they was overlapping? Like fan bases?
Yeah, they fan base is basically down to the same.
But it's not like they ever was in a situation where they had to choose. Even from the beginning, they all was working together.
Yes.
They were always all working together. So the only thing that could have changed is them. They were always working together.
Okay.
Which is why Cole and Drake still work together and are cool. Yeah. I remember being in high school seeing videos of Drake and Cole at Walmart buying albums. They albums and shit like that. So that's the type of time bro was on with them. Only thing I can see from not knowing any inside information and looking afar, it seems to me that Kendrick changed. It seems like, and not negatively changed, like it's bad that he changed. It seems like when Kendrick came into the game, he was cool, whatever. He was cool, you know what I'm saying, being second fiddle, even though he had the best album of the year when he dropped.
What do you mean by second fiddle, though?
When I say second fiddle, I mean Drake was the number one artist in hip hop. Kendrick would have been my number two all the way back then. He's still probably my number two. But even when Good Kid, Mad City dropped, I had Take Care. I like Take Care. Take Care was one of the best albums. It introduced The Weeknd.
Okay. But here's the thing. There was never no competition. Like, I truly believe there was never a competition because as fans, again, we're fans of all three. When you talk about the big three, everybody knows who the big three is in hip hop automatically because everybody's fans of the same three. They fan base is down in the same. Drake got a whole bunch of white people, extra white people, but so does Kendrick. So does Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick got them other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, so everybody's fan base is damn near the same. The shit is all linear.
They all tap into the backpacker lane of fans.
They came up during the blog era. Yeah, the blog era. That was also a time. We want to talk about moments in hip hop. The blog era was really the time. Also,
I think of Big Sean. I think of that as mine. My introduction to really fully immersive, being like old enough to really understand every single thing I would read and see. Yeah. Blog era, Wale, Big Sean,
Big Crit,
Meek, all of these niggas at the time.
Nipsey was blog era time too, but he was still underground.
No, you're right. Nipsey, even somebody on the Stally, nigga. I was fucking with all of that shit.
Yeah, Stally.
I think it was a time in music, but even all these niggas we said, it was two niggas that was clearly ahead of the pack. The only reason I say it was two niggas was because even though Cole dropped the Sideline Story and it was a good album,
that was my life in the album, bro. That shit got me through college.
That shit was fire. I listened to that shit all the time in high school. But what Born Center came after that? I don't think until Born Center came out because he had 2 hit records on Born Center. That Will You Believe Me If I Said I'm in Love? Yeah. All that shit. When that came out, I was like, oh, this nigga be making hit records, bro. Like once you hit it's levels to be at that top spot, bro. To be at that in that conversation for top artists, you got to be able to drop hits, nigga. Not you had a hit record or you can make a hit. You have to drop hit records, which used to be my thing when I'd be like, oh, well, it don't matter what the fuck Kendrick say. If Kendrick can't drop hit records, then he started dropping hit motherfucking records. Swimming pools. What am I thinking of the joint with him and Drake? Poetic Justice.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. All these things came out in 2012, 2013. I was like, bruh, he could do it. I remember I was in, nigga. I was like, oh, he can do it, bro. If he make another album where he telling these stories about what LA is like, I'm in Atlanta and I feel like I understand LA culture. So I'm like, bro, if he drop another one of these motherfuckers, I don't know what the fuck Drake gonna have to drop. This is when Drake was alluding to Nothing Was the Same and Views and all that shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck Drake could do.
I think Views was the album that pushed Drake to superstardom.
I think that was Take Care. Drake was a superstar to Take Care for sure. It's like what, 5 hit records on that shit? He got 5 records that would have been in like rotation, bro, off just that one album. I think that is what
I think Views
2016.
Yeah, but hold up, here's the thing. I think Views was his last time somebody, you know what I'm saying, from the older generation was trying to question him. You know what I'm saying? That would be DMX. DMX had just got out of prison.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, like, what this nigga stuff my music? I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck
that
he said.
Hard too, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like that was the last time somebody said, like, yo, like, who the fuck is this guy? But the thing is, DMX is somebody that, like, people just don't question all the time, especially when it comes to music. Right. They don't really question him. So, like, at that moment, it was like, okay, if this shit really does what it's been doing, then can't nobody else question him. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that from the OG generation, the older generation, all that shit. That was the end of anybody questioning.
He was like the
Drake.
last nigga. Like you said, he was last.
He was the very last time. After that, it was like there's no question. Like, prime example, even Charlemagne had to slow down on what he was saying because
Charlemagne stopped because he was clearly hating. That shit was crazy. He was hating.
That nigga said that he don't like when he was singing.
I remember being in high school and being into Charlemagne, and it would be like, yeah, Charlemagne just don't like this nigga.
Hey,
I don't like this.
Hey, and then they got cool.
Charlemagne stopped with it. I think the reason why Charlemagne eased up on the Drake shit was because of how Drake acted with the Meek shit, and he really liked that. He liked it because he got these niggas all these niggas be divas. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it either too, because I'd be the same way. He liked that his name was mentioned in that song. You gonna make me send bottles to Charlemagne? Yeah. And then he really sent them the bottles.
And then said, "Let's be friends."
And you remember when I was just off camera? I was just talking to you about 48 Laws of Power. Charlemagne got right on camera. Yeah, the 48 Laws of Power. Yeah, this is a great move, Drake. Cool, but okay, all right. So yeah, I could either way. My point would be that at the time, neither one of them could have reached for the crown. He already had it. When they wanted the crown and they decided they were when Kendrick decided he was tired of that shit, which would have been a couple years ago when the disses started before Control. I mean, during the Control, I remember when he did the hip hop freestyle and he dissed Drake on the Hip Hop Awards. You remember that shit? He high fived the nigga after he said something.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what he said, but it was clearly he had dissed Drake. He been on this, so cool. If you've been on this, you've been on this. I don't like we pretending like Drake, like all the onus went to Drake. Kendrick the one who wanted this. He has always wanted it. He the one that's been saying the nigga name. He the one that keeps acting like he wants a diss, go back and forth with disses. Cool. Drop your fucking record. You did all this shit. All this shit is happening because of you. So drop the fucking record so we can hear what he gonna do. Because if he don't do enough, you win. This not basketball where we gonna, he fucked up, now you go again. No. If you drop your shit and he drops some shit in his ass, Sturge's gonna hit me up. Hey, time to pod? Yep. Gonna turn the camera on. Drake is done, nigga. It's over. The goose is cooked. That's what's gonna happen. But if you don't do that shit, all we got is what we got.
That'll be horrible. You don't
look the best.
That'll be horrible.
Cole is taking himself out of so many conversations that I don't even got the time to go into that shit right now. And if you don't drop, I don't know if it got to be a hit, but if you don't drop some shit that make the world stop, nigga, that make niggas stop at least and be like, damn, that's crazy. You're not gonna like the results. I promise you're not gonna like the results because the little light skinned boy in Canada know how to make hit diss records. He might not even diss you to the last bars, and then it's the Kendrick diss record. I'm telling you, I know exactly how this shit go. I seen what Meek did. Meek tried to he called Meek on tour. Same way Kendrick tried to catch his ass on tour. Guess what that nigga did? He waited. Everybody got mad. I'ma wait. He already knows. You got finna diss a nigga while you on tour? Cole did. Took that shit back.
Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to throw this out there real quick. This is my prediction. I pray that I'm right. I really do pray that I'm right because
Lion?
No.
Oh, that's my. Oh.
No, my prediction is this: Kendrick drops a record. Boom! Knock that shit out the motherfucking park. I mean, the shit is fucking flames. You know what I'm saying? Hellfire and fucking brimstone. Like he just takes this motherfucker's head off. I'm talking about on some real gladiator type shit.
I just can't.
But wait. He does that,
I don't see it.
and he ends the record by saying, "Okay, I'm done." Well, we're not even ending the record, but after he drops it, he's like, "All right, you know what? Here it is. I'm done," or whatever like that. But Drake still responds, but it's not what Kendrick dropped. That's what my prediction is, because at the end of the day, I really don't think that Drake can get super duper petty with Kendrick beyond that whole Israelite religion shit. I think that's the only thing that he can really do
on that shit. If I was Drake, he probably can't though, because then it's gonna turn into a Jewish conversation. So I don't know, but I know if it was me, normal black man in Atlanta, oh yeah, I'd be all on that. All that Hebrew Israelite shit that Kendrick be on. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And I want to know what these niggas know. J. Cole knows something. I don't like that shit. He knows something. That nigga spent that whole song saying this nigga fake. Everything he said in this song that was like derogatory towards Kendrick was, man, this nigga not who y'all think. This nigga living a facade.
Okay.
That's how he was talking.
Okay.
What do you niggas know?
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this question too. A few years ago, J. Cole dropped a record, False Prophets.
I remember that.
Who do you think he was talking about on that record?
Was that the No Name thing?
No Name. I think No Name was a part of that person.
I don't remember exactly, but he probably was talking. I think he was talking to No Name. I don't remember the song. I'll have to hear it. What, was he getting at Drake or something?
No, he wasn't getting at Drake.
Kendrick?
I'm asking you.
I don't remember the song, but I know he's taking shots. That's my point. All of them do this. That's why I'm not giving nobody bail. All three of these niggas for the last 14 years have done this little cute-ass, grab-ass shit that they doing right now. I'm over it, bruh. Rapper, shut the fuck up. Cole, shut the fuck up. You see what he did? He shut right the fuck up.
But he didn't even have to do that.
But he did. He right. He fucking didn't. He made a choice. Cool. Make your fucking choices. Drake seemed like he made his choice. He seemed like he down to die. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Kendrick is making it seem like he's down to die. Where the record you been itching to drop? All we've been hearing for days was that this nigga had a record ready to go as soon as this nigga responded. Drake responded.
Well, I mean, right now, Drake is having some fun with Ross.
That shit cute, too. Them niggas
Ross dropped
mad
Champagne Moments, yeah. Them
niggas ain't mad at each other. Them niggas gonna be cool in a year. I don't even give a fuck about that.
I really do think, like, the hardest shit that Ross said on Champagne Moments was when he was just talking shit at the end of the record.
White boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a BBL shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part was the funny part to me.
That shit funny as fuck, but Ross a funny nigga.
Yeah.
Which is why they not mad.
Nigga too.
But he also fucking, you talk to your beautiful mother. Man, y'all niggas gonna be free. Y'all niggas, I don't give a fuck.
First of all, I think that screenshot of his text with his mom, I think that shit was some cap. Because how the fuck does your text thread be that brand fucking new with your mom?
You delete your text thread.
Why would you delete the text thread and then, I'm gonna delete it and then wait for her to text me and then, hey mom, how you gonna do that?
You don't think a nigga could have just deleted his text thread and then got text by his mom the next day? Cause that's what I was looking at it like.
Who deletes their mom's text thread?
Oh, now that I have no explanation for it.
Thank you.
My mama, my mama does that to me, and I think it's crazy.
Or he didn't delete the text thread fully. He went through individually because you can you know what I'm saying?
Message.
Yeah, like select which ones you want to delete. But that's a lot of shit to be deleted.
My original thought was what I just
That's why
said.
I think that shit ain't real.
My original thought was what I just said about the nigga. Like, I literally was like, this nigga, because my mom hey mom. My mom do that shit. I think it's the stupidest shit in the world. She'll delete my text thread and then ask me for something that was lied to say her before. So I think that shit is crazy. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, new phone, anything. It could be literally, what if he got that phone that day?
Bruh.
What? I'm saying, what if he did that?
Okay. I'm not saying that.
My other thought
I'm not saying that that's not possible.
My other thought was, this nigga text that to himself. I thought he might have texted to himself. Yeah. But those are my only two options. I didn't think that...
Which further goes along with what I was saying is that shit was fake.
Yeah, it would be cap. But like when you were saying fake, I'm thinking you talking about somebody else texting him or some shit. Like in my mind, I was like, oh, this nigga either texted himself or his mama crazy like mine. Or I mean, not his mama crazy.
Or he
crazy.
did have somebody text him that, but he just saved that number under mom real quick. And
shit,
then boom.
Yeah, like all that type shit.
So that means you trim as fuck for that in the story.
I mean, yeah, if that is what you did, but see, even that, I don't put something like that past a light skinned nigga from Canada.
Okay.
So yeah, like okay, yeah, you did do that. If you did that, you playing right into their hands, you stupid nigga. If that's what you did, but hopefully that was a legitimate. I don't know, but the Rick Ross shit is funny. Who that was that dissed J. Cole?
Huh?
That was Saigon. Who am I thinking of? Who dissed J. Cole? Simba. Shut the fuck up. It's not. I see what you're doing. No. Nobody wants you to do that. You don't got to do that.
Who?
Exactly.
Simba? Oh, yeah, Simba, yeah.
Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Oh, no, man, Simba did some good shit, man.
Bro, you don't have to do the beg for attention thing, bro.
You ain't begging for attention.
I'm going to pop out and diss J. Cole because J. Cole just said he don't want to beef. I don't know, bro.
Bro, that's not how the fucking game is played.
It's
Avon Barksdale.
I guess attention seeking always has been the move in hip hop. Now that I think about it,
because the only thing he really had to say was this: he didn't have to go on stage and fucking apologize. But hey, bro, you know, so I'm sticking my chin out, man. Take your best shot. I would never said no shit like that. If
that's
anything,
what he said?
Yes,
he said I'm gonna stick my chin out, take your best shot.
Yes,
I didn't listen to the whole video. I cut it off once I can't listen to all that shit. But I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's like. Bro,
prime example. You want to know what? That's just like you steal off on your homeboy. You knock that nigga down or whatever like that, and then like 5 minutes later you come back like, hey, bro, you know what, man? I'm sorry, bro. I ain't mean to hit you like that, man. Bro, you know what? I'll let you hit me back, man. Just don't tell my mama. That's crazy. That's kind of what that is.
Why would you get on stage and do that?
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. He didn't have to say that. Only thing he really had to say was, you know what, hey, I dropped that record, whatever, but it's over with. I still love you, Kendrick. You still my nigga. That's all he had to say in the story.
I would stick my chin out, and you could punch me.
That was the bad part.
Bro, you gotta shut the fuck. I mean, bro, it's not career suicide. Like I was just saying, you have your fans, and you got a lot of them. So you ain't never gonna go without and not be able to drop and sell music. You J. Cole, you that nigga. But these conversations, are you the best rapper in hip? Are you the top of the line? No, I can't believe you would do. Self-sabotage is one thing. Taking yourself out of future conversations because you just basically held up a white flag to the world to let them know I do not want to compete. I can't, bro. If you supposed to be the nigga that was the North Carolina
or hold up. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But just like you were just asking just a minute ago, what does J. Cole know? Maybe
I want to know what he know.
Maybe he saw it. He sees it going to a level where it just gets real personal, and he didn't want no part of that. And maybe he feels like, you know what, bro. Since I was the first one to pop out, I need to be the first one to go ahead and apologize. Because I don't want this shit to go to that level. Like the level it's going to with you and Drake, I don't even want to go there.
If that's what you did it for, maybe when I'm 45 years old, I'll think it was commendable. Right now, I'm 28, and I think that shit was weird. So, I mean, all that shit can be true. I wanted to know what you knew, nigga. You clearly knew something. You clearly know something, and you're not going to shoot at this nigga because y'all supposed to be friends. That nigga seemed like he would have said whatever the fuck you... Whatever he know, it seemed like he would have said. And he probably still going to say something about you. So then when he say something about you...
It's going to be light, though. It's going to be light.
But now, I don't give a fuck what it is. Now he can't say nothing bad. You are... I've never seen this, bro. I'm only 28. I ain't never seen no shit in hip hop. You had basically painted himself into a corner to where he cannot respond to anybody. J. Cole has put himself in a spot where if he responds to anybody that's not one of them two niggas, you punch it down and you a bully. And the type time you on is you'll battle people that you know you can beat. Then you gonna look weird as fuck. Or you in a position where you're gonna have to let everybody diss you and you can't address it. And by address it, I mean, I don't mean publicly point at certain niggas. I mean all these ambiguous ass verses where you and Drake and other niggas talk to niggas and talk big shit and I'm the nigga and I'm the best rapper. All that shit is over for him. He gonna have to have different angles when he raps. This shit is not just like, oh man, that was real weak. Cole has to, the way he talks in his bars, they can't be these aggressive ass I'm the best MC bars. Because when it came time for him to be that, he showed everybody he's not. That shit is like, it's not career suicide, like I said, because of who he is and what his fan base is. 15 years ago, this shit would have been career suicide, bruh. I could not believe he said that, bruh. To say, yo, I diss you, I deserve something back. Now he understand. So basically he's saying, you say anything about me, I'm not going to say nothing back. What? Are y'all niggas serious? Bro, J. Cole was sold to me as hip-hop. Real hip-hop. I went to New York to get my master's in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I was riding around on a bicycle. Hov signed me. One of the last people Hov really signed. Yep. And that's what you do? Mr. I let Nas down? That's what you fucking do?
He let Nas down again. He let him down again, though.
Bro, he made Let Nas down. Are you fucking serious? I can't get jiggy with that shit, bro. You can't make a record like Let Nas Down. Nas respond to you and say, nah, you ain't let me down, King. And then you let him down again. That shit is crazy to me.
But you know what? Nas also
watch a fucking bite.
But Nas also has said that he kind of regrets making Ether, though.
Man, I don't give a fuck. He made Ether.
You still did it, though. You still did it.
I don't give a fuck. You can regret it later.
You'll never perform it,
I don't
but you
get
still
that
did
shit,
it.
bro. Regret later, nigga. You are young. Oh, no, I'm thinking, bro, regret shit later, bro. All this, I'm looking to the future, and this is my brother, real deal friend. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas wasn't finna kill each other. Y'all niggas was trying to see who rapped the best. That's like me goddamn getting in the football game, and then my partner on the other side. You know what? You know what, people? Me and this man, we worked out all summer. I'm not gonna put his dick in the dirt. What are you saying?
That's what they do, though.
Fuck you. That's not what who?
In sports.
Man, bro, niggas will work out all summer and try to break your fucking leg, bro. I done seen that shit.
Bro.
I done seen that shit with my own two eyes, bro.
In pro sports, for the most part, all these niggas is friends.
Yeah. Okay. And they still compete.
So it ain't no real, nah.
They compete, bro. I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. I'm not going for that. Just because these niggas friends, they still compete, bro. I done seen niggas.
Bro. NFL, okay, dog. Why do you think women's sports is taking off the way that is and overshadowing certain
because they got storylines and talent now. They got storylines.
You know who played in women's college basketball this year. You don't know who played in men's college basketball this year.
You're right, because they don't have stars. They don't have returning stars, first of all. So they don't got no kind of base for the fans. Second, the people that I was cheering for this year were the same people I was cheering for last year. Was once again goes with keep retaining your talent and shit like that. But they have talent. Okay. And when I say talent, I don't just mean skill-wise. I mean, like...
Men in general don't be competing like that, unfortunately.
What? You think the reason why people are watching the girls' games is because the niggas ain't competing? That ain't why the girls are more interested.
The women are more competitive.
The girls have way more interesting all sports is storylines. The girls have more interesting storylines. The only storyline that was going through the men's tournament was the DJ Burns nigga and the big white boy at Purdue. That shit ain't selling. But this fine-ass girl at LSU that's also really good at basketball against this white girl that's changing the way we playing, oh, yeah, we can sell that. And they did.
Yeah, of course.
And they did.
I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. But, no, I'm telling you, men don't compete like that. Like,
I guarantee you, if some
NBA All-Star game, NBA All-Star games.
That's different.
Pro Bowl.
That's different.
What the fuck you mean with Pro Bowl?
All these things are different.
How's that different?
Because those are professional athletes in a
10 years ago, they were still hitting out there.
And
Sean Taylor not that kicker.
That shit was wrong. I fucked with that.
That wasn't wrong.
I fucked with that. I remember seeing that as a kid and walking by the TV and being like, damn. I also, now that I'm grown, understand, why the fuck did Sean Taylor, what? Sean Taylor ran 60 yards down the field to hit somebody Pro Bowl punter? That shit sounds stupid.
No, don't.
Yes,
We're competing. It's the game.
I'm not sending my player to the Pro Bowl to get hurt.
We ain't trying to hurt each other. We competing.
Sean Taylor running 60 yards to hit a fucking punter.
Bro, we were competing. It was a fake fucking punt. He was about to get the first down.
He also was finna walk out of bounds, too.
Huh?
He was also finna walk out of bounds.
No, the fuck he wasn't. He was 1 yard away.
He was going out of bounds, Sturge. What the fuck?
He was 1 yard away. He was going to get that 1 yard.
Bro.
You know how it is when you 1 yard.
Pro Bowl game.
Bro, because I'm saying, dog, I'm trying to tell you, niggas don't really compete like that no more. I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, if I don't have to compete, then yeah, I'm probably finna chill. Niggas was doing that in high school. You in an all-star game, bro. If you really try to run through me, bro, we gonna fight out here. That's real. That's how shit. You
ain't trying to dog nobody out, but you trying to win.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you. That's what it is. That's competing. I want to win.
The Pro Bowl has been honestly longer than 10 years. Even when my partner was making the Pro Bowl, he would get picks and shit, and they would be like, "Damn, this nigga throwing the ball to you." These niggas aren't trying to get hurt. The NBA All-Star game, unless 10 of them niggas got a stick up their ass, they not going.
The fucking superstars won't even do the fucking dunk contest. LeBron never did a dunk contest.
That shit bother you, don't it?
It does.
That shit don't bother me. Hey.
It does.
Hey, he had to do that shit. Why you want him to do the dunk contest? You ain't never seen him do it's like crazy dunks.
Huh? Yes.
I never seen him do no crazy shit.
Dog, what you talking about? They tell us on ESPN all the time, like this nigga throwing the ball off the wall and then running from half court and dunking.
I'm saying like what I'm saying is he wasn't no creative dunker. It was like when people were asking for Russell Westbrook.
You have all the ability in the world. You're supposed to be able to do dunk contest, dog. That's why you can't be a go to my eyes. But I digress.
What? The dunk contest? You think the dunk contest is what decides it for you?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You want to know why?
This shit was
MJ
new.
did it.
That
MJ
shit
did
was
it.
brand new when that nigga did it. And they
No, it wasn't. Dr. J did the shit before that.
Dr. J
with a fucking afro when he was with Philly. That shit been in there. The dunk contest been there.
That shit was dying a slow fucking death before Dominique and Michael Jordan showed up.
Okay.
And the only reason the nigga did it was because back then, the money and exposure you got for competing at All-Star Weekend was way more than what it is now. Half of them niggas wasn't even on TV. When Michael Jordan won a dunk contest,
but you also did it for the fans. You also did that for the fans.
Did it for me. I hate these old niggas get away with that shit. No, the fuck he didn't.
Bro.
Michael Jordan did that shit because he wanted the fucking money and the exposure because he was with Nike. It made all the sense in the world for him to be there.
Kobe even fucking did it.
Kobe did it because he was in high school. He wasn't fucking playing. He didn't play at all his rookie year. He didn't have shit else going on.
Oh my God.
What else Kobe had going on in 96?
Bro.
Or what am I thinking of? Not 96, but
you're seeing the differences in generations.
Dog,
right there.
You giving Kobe credit for being like a teenager.
No. Even Spud fucking well. Nate Robinson. Shout out to Nate Robinson. I'm really praying for you, bro. For real.
Kidney, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Nate Robinson, dog. Nate Robinson is the same fucking height as me. And that nigga won a dunk contest 2 years back to fucking back. I've seen this man play. When he was with Chicago, that was his best year in the fucking NBA.
Was Dwight Howard.
Huh?
The biggest star in that dunk contest was Dwight Howard.
Don't fucking matter. So what? He beat that.
I'm saying, I'm trying to show you that stars don't do the dunk contest.
Bro, Blake Griffin did that shit when he was in the peak of his career. And I think that shit was some mid.
What's Blake Griffin known for?
Huh?
What's Blake
Dunking.
Dunking. So it only made sense for him to do that. LeBron was trying to be the best player in the world.
And it don't fucking matter. Dude, wait. Hold up. This is another thing. LeBron came out the weekend.
He did lie.
The year before that and said, I'm preliminary putting myself in there for next year. Why the fuck haven't you done it?
That was the year Dwight won, matter of fact, because he had on them stupid fucking glasses.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He lied about that. I have no defense for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he said
that's what I'm saying.
Them niggas with him was like, why?
No. Okay,
whatever. Which makes sense. That's real, though.
Okay, whatever.
That's real. You wouldn't be like, why? I'd be in the back like, why, though? And then you have to explain that shit to me, bro, because I can't really see no...
LeBron has gone his whole career saying the same shit. I play for the fans. So why the fuck would you not do the damn dunk contest?
Bro, you ain't see Dwayne Wade do the dunk contest. They're the same nigga damn near. They're the same nigga athletically damn near. What we talking about? You saying prime Dwayne Wade wasn't jumping out the gym?
I'm not saying that he wasn't jumping.
Nobody cared if he did.
I'm not saying that he wasn't
jumping. That dunk contest
shit
came as a straw man argument to when people were doing the comparisons to Jordan. Okay. Don't nobody give a fuck about it. What about do you give a fuck that Aaron Gordon almost won the dunk contest? That move you? Who won the dunk? Zach LaVine. Does that impress you that he won that dunk contest? Do you still think? Are you like, yeah, Zach LaVine, Hall of Famer?
No.
Because it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. You want to know why?
Bro,
you want to know why? It's just like Drake. Wait. Prime example. Just like how you was talking about Drake. Drake is different, right? LeBron is fucking different, so you're supposed to do it.
No. I feel what you're saying, but no. I don't think you have to.
Okay.
I just don't think you have to.
And clearly he doesn't either. And clearly he doesn't either.
Kobe didn't have to. Kobe wanted the exposure. He was already the biggest name, and he was the biggest thing in basketball at the time.
And he wanted, and at the end of the day,
and I think Jordan the same thing.
It's for the fans, just like how we was talking about
All-Star game over fans. I think by the fans. I think.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is just like how we was talking about moments in hip hop, moments in the culture, right? All that was moments, bro. LeBron never fucking did it. End of story.
This is my thing, bro. Like you just said, moments, right? You think LeBron needed a moment? The
moments is for the fans, dude.
Moment, bro. By his third year, the third year he was playing, the third year the nigga was in the league, bro. The Pistons series happened. Where he did the double nickel and came back and beat them niggas and made the finals. That was 2007. He got drafted in 2003, so 4 years into the league. Those were the moments. Like, he didn't need to win a dunk contest to have a moment. He just didn't, bro. And at the time of the two niggas you giving me examples of, they were young. Jordan was young. Kobe was a teenager.
He was still young. Yeah. He was fresh out of high school. What you mean?
When I say young, he was in the prime of his career. He was 24, 25 at the time. Oh, no. You're right. He was 23, 24 at the time. But that's what I'm saying. He was entering the prime of his career. Jordan did that shit like his second year in the league, first year in the league. I can't remember. He had hair. He had hair when he won the first one, right?
Yep.
Had hair. So we talking about like 1985. Cool. Kobe did it. First year in the league. Cool. These things don't add or take away from your legacy, bro. I'm sorry. When somebody's trying to get in the Hall of Fame, don't nobody say, and he won the 2005 dunk contest.
Yes, they will.
And he won the 2008 3-point contest.
Yes,
no,
they
the
will.
fuck they did.
Yes, they
bro,
will.
Up until Steph and Clay, people used to not even give a fuck who won the 3-point contest. You can't even tell. If I just start naming random fucking years, you're not going to know none of them people that won the 3-point contest. The 3-point contest used to be won by whatever tall white boy can hit open threes in the league that year.
Okay, hold up. Wait. I'm going to ask you this real quick. Did you see when Vince Carter won the dunk contest that year?
Yes. Well, not when it happened, but yeah, I saw it.
No, like when it happened. That's all.
No, I was about 6 years old, and that was a
okay.
moment.
That's why.
All right, so look. Let me stop you
there.
That
explains
everything.
So
look, exactly. It does explain everything because you're old enough to have seen Vince Carter do the dunk contest. And I'm old enough to have seen the rest of Vince Carter's career and know that shit didn't mean anything. Vince Carter's career highlight is the dunk contest. Does that sound like a great career to y'all? It's a great career that he stayed in the NBA so long and was able to become so rich. But if the biggest thing that happened to you is your second year in the fucking league, you won a dunk contest. That's the biggest career accomplishment Vince Carter has. Does it really fucking matter?
And they wanted to go, and he was.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody talks about. That's like fucking Carmelo's a 2-time Olympian. Who gives a fuck? He never made a finals. That nigga's biggest moment in his career was winning the dunk contest. That's no bueno. If LeBron's biggest career moment was a dunk contest win, it would be a problem. What's Dwight Howard's biggest career moment? Outside of winning the championship with LeBron, of course. But outside of winning the championship with LeBron, biggest career moment? Dunk contest. He made the Eastern Conference Finals. And the only thing people will bring up is the dunk. I mean, he made the finals. He beat LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals. Only thing people will bring up is the dunk contest. If the dunk contest is what people pin to your career, no bueno. For Michael and Kobe, it's footnotes. It's just something cool to say they did. And when arguments, it's cool to be like, LeBron never did it, Jordan did it. Cool. Whatever. These niggas wanted more than that. Bron wanted more than that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm happy you brought Vince Carter up. Vince Carter, one of the biggest disappointments in NBA history.
Get the fuck out of here.
Vince Carter,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Doesn't matter. A lot of people in the Hall of Fame in the NBA. Sorry, people that not people that are sorry technically, but people that you would think are like fourth on a good team are in the Hall of Fame in the NBA. I don't care about that. Mitch Richmond's in the Hall of Fame. Vince Carter was supposed to be just. Vince Carter was in the class of Kobe, Paul Pierce, Tracy McGrady, who never made it past the second. Tracy McGrady never won a playoff series.
I know.
He had a better career than Vince Carter. So how can you say that this nigga wasn't a disappointment? Vince Carter was just in. He was in arms.
Tracy McGrady was a scorer, but you know they cousins, right?
I know they fucking cousins. Yeah. Tracy McGrady was a scorer, but he was better than Vince Carter. He used to have more rebounds, more assists. He played defense. I'm sorry, the nigga better. This Vince Carter was supposed to be Kobe. That was what the trajectory was. It was I know it's crazy. Everybody listening, because I go back and I watch old basketball and I listen to old clips of how people talk. If you go to the early 2000s, people used to talk about Kobe, Allen Iverson, and Vince Carter like they was all the same fucking person before Kobe started winning. In like they were in 2000, right? 2000, 2001.
Those rings with Shaq, yeah.
It was a discussion. Kobe or Vince Carter. I know that shit sounds crazy. Because by 2005, it was crazy. That's a disappointment.
Wait.
By 2005, it was over. The conversation.
Kobe or Vince Carter? Because I remember it being Kobe and AI.
No, it was definitely Kobe. It was definitely Kobe and AI. Kobe and AI, Kobe and Vince. It was always Kobe and. So that lets you know who actually is the person. Okay. When it's always in.
Yeah, the person who fucking did the dunk contest. In the story. Prove my point. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Champion.
Okay, cool.
He's a double champion by the time. That's why he was the best. I'm sorry.
Who?
Kobe. By that time, he had already won 2 finals.
Okay, yeah. And you want to know what? Who's your GOAT? The greatest of all time. You gonna say LeBron or who?
For me personally, it's Jordan, then LeBron, then...
You put LeBron over Kobe?
Yeah, I put LeBron over. Did you hear the part where I said he played with Shaq? Did you hear that part? Or the part where I said I ain't say it, but he played with Phil Jackson too. For a huge chunk of his career. Yeah. Yeah, you're not, no. And you didn't start.
Who?
Kobe. Kobe didn't come in the league and start.
Okay.
No. Y'all both 18 and you came in the league and sat on the bench for
Wait. Did you know who was on that team when he came there? And then secondly, LeBron left and teamed up with people. I'm not knocking the move.
Bullshit too. I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with what we talking about.
You want to bring up Kobe playing with Shaq and Phil fucking Jackson, but you're not going to mention the fact that he left.
It's pretty simple. Kobe came into a situation that was pretty set up.
And then LeBron had to set up his own situation.
Not just set up his own. He didn't just set up his own situation. LeBron came into a terrible situation, made it a great situation, and then left. He didn't leave when they had won like 20 games. They won like 60 fucking games.
Yeah. That was going to the series,
No, then he left, and you know how many games they won the year after that? 20-something.
Okay.
No, it's not even a conversation. If you look at their first fucking 5 years in the league, it's not even comparable.
Oh, my God, bro. Come on.
It's literally not comparable. First of all, you talking about somebody that can do
How many?
You're talking about somebody that can do. We're not talking about. You just asked me who's the better individual.
Okay, but hold up. Wait. Hold up. You're saying that, but the Lakers hadn't won a championship since Magic Johnson when fucking Kobe and Shaq got there. So what are we talking about?
When you don't have talent on your team.
Okay, so same fucking thing.
Stay focused. Stay focused. They didn't need, bro. First of all, you don't think they could have got another scorer? You don't think they could have figured out scoring around Shaq or defense around Shaq? Shaq, those 2-3 years that they went back to back to back, nothing. There was nothing anybody in the league could do. If you go look at those finals numbers, Shaq was averaging like fucking 35 and 15. Are y'all niggas crazy? No, this nigga's not. And on top of it all, you got the best fucking coach of all time. LeBron ain't never have a coach. The best coach LeBron's had in his whole career are Eric Spoelstra and Ty Lue. And both times, nobody knew them niggas was the best coaches in the league. When he fucking won with Eric Spoelstra almost got fired the year before. When he won with Ty Lue, he got his coach fired because he wanted Ty Lue to be the coach when the people that owned the team didn't want to. LeBron has had to figure out everything in his career. Kobe came into a situation and worked hard.
And then when Shaq left.
And when Shaq left, the Lakers
went
bad. No, see, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what Kobe fans like to do. They like to erase those fucking years.
I'm not erasing that.
Shaq leaving and Powell showing up.
I'm not erasing that.
I know exactly what happened. The Lakers were given a gift by Jerry fucking West from the Grizzlies and got Pau Gasol, and then they were all of a sudden competitors again. But when it was just Kobe Dean, when it was just Kobe fucking Bryant, what the fuck did they get? Nothing. They didn't get anything. The closest thing they got was that playoff series where all the fucking teammates that this nigga had were upset that he wasn't passing the fucking ball, and he went out there for a whole playoff game and didn't take no shots to prove a point. and then they lost the series to the Suns. That's what Kobe used to do. So no, I'm sorry. You lose out in conversations when we talking about greatest of all time if what I have to compare you to is a nigga that stepped foot in this league, 18 years old, 28-8. You can't beat that.
Okay. All right.
18 years old, 28-8. Shout out to Carmelo. You should have won Rookie of the Year in 03. I remember that.
Okay. All right. So that is, man. Like, as you can see, man, our conversations get spirited, especially when it gets into sports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, and I'm actually he's been working his sports move too, of course. How's it been going over?
This shit been cool. I'm having to learn a different radio style. Shout out to Mike Conti, 92.9 The Game. Puts me through a lot of what I can only describe as practice. Not that I wasn't already pretty well trained by Joyce Littell, The Quiet Storm. But it's a different style of radio. So I'm having to learn how to lean back and let my co-host rock out, then come in with my points, trying to learn how to write stuff down. As you can see, I'm pretty argumentative. I think that's what people like to choose a side in whatever they're watching, though, I know I like to.
Yeah.
I like to feel like I'm aligning myself with one way of thinking. So I like to, you know what I'm saying, do that type of stuff. But I definitely don't want it to just be yelling and shit like that. But sometimes yelling is, it's cultural. Like, for me, I enjoy it. So it's dope. Shout out 92.9 The Game.
That's what's happening, man. Comedy, what? Like, when's your next show? When's your next show on comedy?
My next show, 24th and the 26th. 24th and the 26th. I'm gonna be at
you gotta be better with that, dog. You gotta be better with that.
Yeah, I should have this shit just
yeah, you gotta have this shit memorized.
My phone been acting slow. But yeah, I'm gonna be at the Alley Stage on the 24th, and then I'm gonna be at Atlanta Car Garage on the 26th. That's right around the corner. Ernie's in the cut on the 26th. So that's right around the corner.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Come out if y'all, you know what I'm saying, want to pop out with me.
Yeah, man. If you want to see comedy, you know what I'm saying, like where you really, really, really become who are you when you become who you're trying to be. That type of stage in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like you see so many big comedians out here, you know, being on all these podcasts. You know, I know a lot of them. You know a lot of them. But, you know, like, to hear those stories is one thing, but, like, I'm getting to see it. You know what I'm saying? And, he was the funniest person on stage. Like, honestly, like, a lot of them was, like, a lot of people was bombing, but it's like.
This is how it go, bro. Now, imagine you got to sit through a bunch of niggas that, first of all, you can't tell niggas they not funny because it's like we're supposed to be in a brotherhood or some shit. But you got to sit and listen to sorry niggas, and you think, like, the crowd ass. And then you go out there, and they not ass, so you just like, oh, okay. Like, midway through the performance, you be like, oh, this nigga sucked. That was just up here. That's how it be. I swear to God. It'd be like, damn, that nigga had it was quiet in here. Or, like, my first time doing stand-up, bro, I remember we was in the basement of a church, bro. They had turned the basement of a church into a comedy place called Relapse. And me and my brother, my same nigga you met, my brother was in there with me. Bro, we sat in there and watched 10 comedians before I went up, bro. And I almost left. Because I couldn't believe how bad everybody was doing. One nigga went up there and just said, yeah, my dog bit me in my dick. And paused and just was walking around and nobody was laughing for 5 minutes. Swear to God. Like, this shit, it get discouraging, bro. That's comedians, sad people, sad clown theory. Man, I appreciate you letting me come on the show, bro.
Yeah, always, bro.
I did an hour and a half. Look at us.
Yeah.
This shit went by.
Yeah, man. Because you just be going, bro. You just be going. But shit, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. That's how it's supposed to be, man. You know what I'm saying? So, loving the energy, you know what I'm saying, of what you bring into the game, you know, everything you got going, man, because you definitely in a much better position than I was at your age. You know,
yeah,
what
lucky, bro.
Well, I ain't gonna say age, but you know, like, you know, as far as like, you know, like your time in this industry, you know what I'm saying, you know, so just keep doing your thing, man, because it's a beautiful thing to see, because, you know, like when you in it, you sometimes don't see yourself in it, because you just doing it, you know what I'm saying, and you know, that's one of the best things for, you know, like me, shit, I'm 10 years in the game, and, like, I got my first docuseries finna come out. Shout out to All In, you know what I'm saying, my docuseries.
When's it gonna come out, or you got a date?
It's coming out next month. It's coming out next month. Maybe even early June, depending. You know what I'm saying? But first time really doing a film project, and you know, shit. Like I learned a lot in this first year. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But one thing I learned from it is a few things I learned. You can go big within your budget, so don't be acting like you ain't got no money. If you got creativity,
everything you love.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, money I didn't have. Money I didn't have. I did not. No. Yeah. God always worked it out. God worked it out. Like when I was, you know, because I reached out to a lot of people to team up with me to do it. A lot of people responded, but they wasn't trying to do it. Then a lot of people just leave me on red. But you know, one person I reached out to hit me back and was like, "Yo, what's your plan?" Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you still want to do it?" And I was like, in the moment I said, "Shit, I don't have the money for this," but a voice kept telling me, "Gotta work it out." And that's really what happened. Shit, every time I had to pay him for a film or whatever like that, he always had the money. It was always something that came up to where I had it. It was no issue, none of that shit. I've been dealing with nothing but problems since we got into the editing phase. But you know, shit just it's really wild. But that all of that will be included in the documentary as well, and that'll, you know, explain a lot of shit. But you know, shit, just do that. You know what I mean? But also with that being said, you can go big within your budget. But I mean, majority of us, we working with next to no money. That being said, whatever it is that you doing, when you put that out, it better be worth something. If you ain't got nothing and you still do it, it better be worth something. If you taking your last, if you spending money you don't have, you putting money on your credit card, you digging into your savings account knowing that you need to save your money for whatever. If you doing all of that, it better be worth something. And that's when that sauce come in. You know, so with that being said, let your sauce fucking drip and go do the shit, you know what I'm saying? Put out the best product, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, man, just go all the shit. If anybody really want to be in this game in whatever capacity, just the shit that you wanted to do when you first decided that you wanted to be in this game, go do that.
Yeah.
Go do that, period.
You're right.
If you don't do that, then you wasting your time.
Ain't mama's time.
Facts. No, go do all that shit that you said you wanted to do.
You don't got forever. You gonna be rich today or?
Hey, that's what it is, man. But shit, shout out to my homie Austin joining me as always. You know what it is. Keep God first always. Let your sauce drip. Sauce TV, bro. We out, though. What you mean?